A US judge has dropped criminal charges against Indian billionaire Gautam Adani. He said he did find concerning the Justice Department's decision to abandon the fraud and bribery case. Amid questions over whether that decision not to pursue charges was linked to Mr Adani's pledge to invest $10 billion in America. CNA's Priyata Brajabasi is tracking this story for CNN. She joins us live from Bengaluru. Priyata, what charges did Mr Adani face and now does not face any longer?
So this pertains to a case filed by US prosecutors in 2024 under President Joe Biden's administration, rather in the final few days of President Joe Biden's administration, against Gautam Adani, his nephew Sagar Adani, and Vineet Jain, the former CEO of Adani Green, which is a subsidiary of the Adani Group. The US prosecutors had alleged that the Adani Group had bribed Indian officials to the tune of $250 million in order to obtain approvals and contracts for a solar power plant or a solar power project. And estimates at that time said that the contracts could generate the Adani Group profit or an after-tax profit of $2 billion, which is something that the US Justice Department had also sort of said in the indictment against Gautam Adani. What is more important is that US prosecutors had also alleged that Gautam Adani and the Adani Group had misled US investors for to invest more than $3 billion in the form of loans as well as bond issuances. Now, what's interesting is that the ruling of the US court comes after the US Justice Department under the Trump administration sought a motion to drop criminal proceedings against Gautam Adani and others in this case. And what's also interesting is that experts and reports are claiming that this is the latest instance of the Trump administration dropping charges of crimes or white-collar crimes against huge entities.
Priyata, today's ruling, or the latest ruling, with the court judge saying he finds concerning what you mentioned, the DOJ ruling on Mr. Gautam Adani. In any case, however he might find it concerning, Mr. Adani is now at least legally in the clear. How would that affect the Adani Group's business interests in the United States?
Right. The Adani Group has always maintained that the allegations against them are baseless, and they've always said that they are operating under the jurisdiction of regulatory framework as well as the rule of law. In fact, today, Gautam Adani took to X and said that he respects this ruling and he is looking at it with the utmost respect for the judicial process. Now, coming to your question, now experts say that this ruling, which is basically dismissal with prejudice, means that no other case in this particular case, no other criminal proceedings can be filed against Gautam Adani and others in this particular case, and also that all the ongoing criminal proceedings are permanently dropped. And experts are saying that this means that the Gautam Adani Group or the Adani Group can sort of pursue their business interests in the United States going forward.
I was saying that CNA's Priyata Brajabasi looking at a case that's been running since 2024. She's reporting live to us there from Bengaluru. Thank you, Priyata.